Timmy!
No, it's Jimmy. Blah, blah, blah. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live First. This afternoon, we have got Football Special. All the goals from around the UK and Europe as they go in. Breaking news if you haven't heard it already. Ange Postecoglou, once of Nottingham Forest, he's been given the flick after a 3-0 defeat today at home to Chelsea. Apparently, 19 minutes after the final whistle, he got his marching orders. It's the modern game. I think what was it? 8 games in charge. Right, no victory. 8 games in charge without a victory, but he's got the flick. Who's going to be coming in next? We'll find out. That is for sure. The rumour mill is already circling that it's going to be Sean Dyche. Nothing against Sean Dyche personally, but are they seeing a relegation battle this season, Nottingham Forest, and they think he's the man for the job? They're certainly struggling in the league, aren't they? But surely to goodness, it's too early to be thinking we're in a relegation battle. Let's bring in a relegation specialist, Sean Dyche, which is what he is. You know, if he was that good at his job, surely to goodness he'd be at somewhere like Manchester United. He'd be at somebody, I don't say Manchester City or Arsenal, but somebody like like Tottenham, like Brighton, Newcastle. He's just not that kind of manager, is he? He's a manager who will keep a team in the Premier League who are struggling. And it looks like that is why he's being talked up as the next Nottingham Forest manager. We'll see. All the games around the UK and Europe, 3 p.m. They're just kicking off now. We'll go through the earlier results, because there was a few games being played earlier in the day. First goal of the day from 3 o'clock that I can see. It's Colchester 0, Harrogate 1. Stephen Duke McKenna on 3 minutes, giving Harrogate the lead. Spartak Moscow, they've just equalised at home against Rostov. 1-1 there. Quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell. If you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. If you've had a wager or a bet or a parlay, whatever you want to call it, let us know. We can cheer you along. I've got my accumulator on. It's a 17-fold accumulator. 17 games with over 2.5 goals in each game. So 3 goals or over. Current cash out from a £1 bet, 19 pence. Whoa, excuse me, 19 pence. East Kilbride 1, Elgin City 0. Connor Young on 4 minutes, giving East Kilbride the lead. Let's have a look, see if that's one of my selections. So the games I need 3 goals or more in are Burnley and Leeds, Crystal Palace and Bournemouth, Charlton and Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday struggling to stay in business, aren't they? Well, I think I heard on Friday a winding up order has been issued against the club, so not looking good for Sheffield Wednesday. Norwich and Bristol City, Plymouth Argyle and Wimbledon, Doncaster and Northampton, Wigan and Port Vale, Barnet v Notts County, Grimsby and Gillingham, St Mirren and Aberdeen, Ayr and Morton, Cove Rangers and Stenhousemuir, Forfar and Clyde, Truro against FC Halifax, Altrincham and Woking, Alloa and East Fife. And the final game, Stockport and Exeter. So, yeah, as things stand at the moment, 14 pence cash out. It'll come in one day. It'll come in one day. Be nice to have a total returns on that one is £104,450.33. Early goal for Chippenham. Chippenham 1, Dover 0. Wolfsburg 0, Stuttgart 1. And at Turf Moor, it is still Burnley 0, Leeds 0. Hopefully we'll get plenty of goals today. That's what we want to see as fans. Don't forget, Monday evening, join me at, I'm going to say 6 o'clock. Wisła Krakow back in league action away at Pucha. Pucha struggling in the lead. Obviously, the mighty Wisła Krakow. We are top of the league. We don't want any upset. Let's just keep pulling away at the top. It'll be a tricky game, but fully expecting 3 points in that one. Carshalton 0, #1. Goal scorer won't be to follow in that one. If you do want to know the goal scorer, it might be your thing. It'll be on, go on to Flashscore. The goal scorer, it'll appear in about 15 minutes. Arbroath 0, St Johnstone 1. Joshua McPake on 5 minutes, giving St Johnstone an early lead. Frankie James says, hey Jimmy. Hey Frankie. I'll see you in the hot tub about 5:15. Looking forward to that one, I can tell you. Gainsborough 0, FC United 1. And Chesterfield 0, Fleetwood Town 1. Goal scorer to follow in that one. It's now East Kilbride 2, Elgin City 0. Connor Young again on 7 minutes. 2 goals in the first 7 minutes there for East Kilbride. Both of them for Connor Young. American Express Stadium, it is still Brighton 0, Newcastle 0. Early goal at Selhurst Park, that's one of mine. It is Crystal Palace 0, Bournemouth 1. Goal scorer to follow. Let's have a look, what's that? I got flicked on at the near post, and Croupy at the back post, just simple header. 1-0 to Bournemouth. Well done, Bournemouth. Rochdale 1, Yeovil 0. Emmanuel Deservi on 5 minutes, giving Rochdale a lead, and an Athletic 1, Stirling Albion 0. Keith Watson on 6 minutes, giving Annan an early lead. Edinburgh City 0, Stranraer 1. And Accrington 1, Swindon 0. Goal scorers to follow in those games in a second. Bradford 1, Barnsley 0. And Tony Sarcevic, once of Plymouth Argyle, on 9 minutes, giving Bradford a 1-0 lead. Derby match that really, isn't it? Bradford and Barnsley. Accrington 1, Swindon 0. It was Paddy Madden on 8 minutes, giving Accrington that 1-0 lead. Zach Lilly for Brackley. He's not scored. He's been sent off on 8 minutes for foul play. And if you're at home park, don't collapse. If you're a Plymouth Argyle fan, it is Plymouth Argyle 1, AFC Wimbledon 0. We're in front of Sky. There we go. Laurent Talage on 6 minutes, giving the home park faithful something to cheer about in an early lead. Sunderland have just had a goal. Oh, VAR. No, that's not going to count. It is still Sunderland 0, Wolves 1. Frankie James, yay. Yay indeed, Frankie James. I'm getting distracted now with the football, thinking about what bikini you're going to be putting on in the hot tub. Or are you not? Frankie James says, come on, Argyle. Frankie's a big Plymouth Argyle fan, born and bred in Plymouth. Edinburgh City 0, Stranraer 1. Finn Ekripont on 5 minutes, giving Stranraer the lead. And although it's going across the top now, Sunderland 1, Wolves 0, don't get giddy. That has been ruled out for offside. Ilkeston 0, Warrington Rylands 1. Chelmsford 0, Worthing 1. Lots of games being... Frankie, funny boy. Inverness, Cali Thistle 0. Kelty Hearts 1. Innis Murray on 11 minutes, giving Kelty Hearts the lead. And Birmingham 0, Hull 1. Goal scorer to follow. Big game tomorrow, Manchester United and Liverpool. Liverpool are not playing well at the moment, are they? But Manchester United are... they're not a good team. Or they're not playing well, however you want to put it. So is that a nailed-on draw? Could well be. Hibernian 1, Livingston 0. Clidge on 9 minutes, giving Hibernian the lead. And Inverness Cali Thistle 0, Kelty Hearts 1. It was Innis Murray on 11 minutes. Stockton 0, Ashton United 1. Potton 1, Hemel Hempstead 0. And we've got the goal scorer coming through now for Hull. Birmingham 0, Hull 1. It was Jack Robinson with an 11th minute own goal. Banbury 0, Hales Owen 1. Yeah, next week as well, Champions League football is back. So I'm not sure whether it'll be Tuesday or Wednesday, but we will have a football special. Work permitting, of course. The markets are crazy, crazy, crazy. Big smash down yesterday in silver. That's fine. I just hope you've got the silver to delivery if somebody stands for delivery. Spreads are still humongous. Farnborough 0, Maidstone 1. Let's have a look at how my bet's doing. Cash out was 18 pence the last I looked. Oh, it's not looking too good now. 5 pence we're down to. Doesn't seem to be a lot of goals about at the moment. Etihad Stadium, what's going on? Oh, Beto 5 yards out, stretching. Awful contact, should have been 1-0 to Everton, that. It's gone wider than wide. They've been let off the hook there, have Manchester City. And at the Etihad, at Manchester City's ground, you're not going to get that many chances. That's a bad miss, that. Should be 1-0 to Everton. Should have been, could have been, would have been. Wasn't. Chertsey 0, Bracknell 1. And it has finished in Russia. Spartak Moscow 1, FK Rostov 1. Spartak with a late equaliser in that game. Colchester 1, Harrogate 1. Colchester getting back on level terms. Goal scorer to follow in that one in a few moments. And it's Carl Shelton 1, #1. Carl Shelton getting back level there. Stamford 1, Stratford 0. And Colchester 1, Harrogate 1. It was Harry Anderson on 14 minutes for Colchester, getting them back on level terms. Bramall Lane, it is still Sheffield United 0, Watford 0. And it is, excuse me, Coleraine 1, Dungannon 0. And Macclesfield 1, Curzon Ashton 0. Over in the Bundesliga, RB Leipzig 1, Hamburger 0. We'll go through the earlier kickoffs that are now final scores. So it finished Nottingham Forest 0, Chelsea 3. Ange Postecoglou getting sacked 19 minutes after the final whistle. Don't forget as well, Fulham and Arsenal, that's a 5:30 kickoff. English Championship, Oxford United 1, Derby 0. QPR 1, Millwall 2. Southampton 0, Swansea 0. Overfest. Frankie James says, it's only money. It's only cash. There's only two forms of money, gold and silver. But I know what you mean. Next up, English League 1. 2 games played earlier. Final scores, Burton 0, Peterborough 1. Lincoln 1, Stevenage 0. And English League 2, Cambridge United 2, Bromley 1, Salford 1, Oldham 0. English National League, it finished Solihull Moors 2, Braintree 0. They were all final scores. It is now Sunderland 1, Wolves 0. So we'll see if the VAR intervenes this time. I don't think so. It is Colchester 1, Harrogate 1, Harry Anderson 14 minutes. Edinburgh City 0, Stranraer 2, Daniel McManus on 14 minutes. Sunderland 1, Wolves 0. It was Nordi Mukiele on 17 minutes, giving Sunderland the lead. This one will stand. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that goal. Motherwell 1, Falkirk 0. Ibrahim said on 17 minutes. And Dumbarton 0, Spartans FC 1, Bradley White on 15 minutes. I think that was one of my games on my coupon. Mainz 1, Bayer Leverkusen 3 now. Bayer Leverkusen pulling away in that one. And Inverness 0, Kelty Hearts 1. Goal scorer to follow. Let's have a check on my coupon. What's my... Oh, cash out's a penny. Cash out's a penny. Dumbarton 0, Spartans FC 1, Bradley White on 15 minutes. Let's have a look in my Scottish games, whether that's on the list. I've got St Mirren Aberdeen, Aaron Morton, Cove Rangers, Stenhousemuir, Forth Aaron Clyde. Close but no cigar. Charlton 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. It gets worse for Sheffield Wednesday, doesn't it? Sonic Airy on 17 minutes, giving Charlton the lead. Sheffield Wednesday. They need to stay in business. I wonder if anybody is going to bail them out at the last moment. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, does it? The winding up order has been issued, as far as I know. Just looking at this goal for Charlton. Oh, Sheffield Wednesday's keeper hasn't covered himself in glory there. He just palmed it out. Should have caught it. I mean, blimey, I would have expected to have caught that without my glasses. Yeah, bit of a ricket there from the Sheffield Wednesday keeper. Score correction, it is Motherwell 0, Falkirk 0. So that Ibrahim said on his goal on 17 minutes, it's been chalked off. Bet365 Stadium. It is still Stoke 0, Wrexham 0. Stoke, there's never a lot of goals though in their games. It must be a difficult watch if you're a Stoke fan. Gloucester 2, Poole 1. Gloucester taking the lead. Edinburgh City 0, Stranraer 2. Goal scorers to follow. York City 1, Wealdstone 0. And there is a goal. There is a goal. Is it for Manchester City or is it for Everton? Everton missed a great chance with Beto. Beto was on the stretch, but he didn't get any good contact on it. It just went well wide. Oh no. It's just there is no goal. But there is a goal at Turf Moor. It is Burnley 1, Leeds 0. That's on my list, and it was Leslie Ugachukwu on 18 minutes, giving Burnley the lead. Newport 0, Cheltenham 1, Luke Young on 20 minutes, and Colchester 2, Harrogate 1, Harry Anderson on 21 minutes, giving Colchester the lead now. Newport 0, Cheltenham 1, I think we did that one. Yeah, we did. Luke Young on 20 minutes. My bet is hanging in there with a 1p cash out. I think we'll leave it. York 1, Wealdstone 0. It was Malachi Walcott on 18 minutes, giving York a 1-0 lead. And it's Montrose 0, Hamilton 1. Goal scorer to follow in that one. Maybe wondering, by the way, this game down here, this is a replay of a game that was played the other evening, well, a couple of weeks ago now, isn't it? Just under. It was the mighty Wisła Kraków hosting Ruka Horsów, or Ruch in English. Anyone who is watching today in Poland, by the way, Dobry wieczór, nie mówię po polski. Angielski, dziękuję bardzo. Wisła Kraków. Jazda, tak. MK Dons 1, Crew 0. Will Collar on 23 minutes, taking that game by the scruff of the neck. We're on fire. Prescott 0, Stocksbridge 1, and it's now Coleraine 2, Dungannon 0. Frankie James says she's back. I'm glad you are, Frankie. It's quiet. It's quiet. Bradford 1, Barnsley 1. Barnsley getting back on level terms through Reece Cleary on 24 minutes. Manchester 0, Kidderminster 1. Leicester 0, Barwell 1. Motherwell 1, Falkirk 0. Will this one stand? We'll find out. Or is VAR going to intervene again? And Inverness, Cali Thistle 0, Kelty Hearts 2. Goal scorer to follow. Spalding United 0, Sudbury 1. And Altrincham 0, Woking 1. Inverness, Cali Thistle 0, Kelty Hearts 2. It was Innes Murray on 24 minutes with a penalty for Kelty Hearts. That's a brace on the day. for Innis Murray. And Stamford 1, Stratford 1. Stratford getting back level. Worcester 1, Bishop Stortford 0. I wonder if Gary Neville will be reporting tomorrow on Liverpool and Manchester United, or has he still been stood down because of his comments about the flag? At the Etihad, it is still Man City 0, Everton 0. Beto with a great chance. Should be 1-0 to Everton. Chesterfield 1, Fleetwood 1. It was Dylan McCanday, excuse me, on 25 minutes getting Chesterfield back on level terms. Hun222. Hi man, I love your stream. Frankie James says, hi H222. Thank you, Hun222. Thanks for joining us in live chat. Thank you for your work. You're more than welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Ping that notifications bell. If you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. So Shields 1, Hereford 0. And Altrincham 0, Woking 1. It was Ashley Boatswain on 24 minutes, giving Woking the lead. University of Bradford Stadium, it is still Bradford 1, Barnsley 1. Sarcevic on 9 minutes and Cleary on 24, getting Barnsley back level. Morecambe 0, Southend 1. Slavis Bazov on 25 minutes, getting Southend. Not an early lead, is it? 25 minutes, but it's a lead they'll take. Spennymoor 0, Merthyr Town 1. Brentwood 1, Ramsgate 1. Ramsgate getting back level there. And Needham Market 2, Stourbridge 0. Needham Market pulling away. AFC Tottenham 2, Hemel Hempstead 0. Stadium of Light, it is still Sunderland 1, Wolves 0. Mukiela on 16 minutes, giving Sunderland a lead. They thought they'd scored earlier on Sunderland, but VAR intervened, ruling it out offside. But it is a 1-0 lead Sunderland have over Wolves. Let's have a look at my bets doing. It is, cash out too low. Rubbish. Rubbish. Too many games. Too many games with not enough goals. And Birmingham have got back on level terms now at St Andrews. It was Jay Stansfield on 27 minutes, making it Birmingham 1, Hull City 1. Frankie James says, boo. Well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? The odds are 104,450 to 1. You don't see many poor bookmakers, do you? But it'll come in one day. Score correction going through there. Farnborough 0, Maidstone 0. Frankie says, yes, it will. Oh, Ibrox, 25 minutes gone. Rangers hosting Dundee United. Asgard has given Rangers the lead. Russell Martin will be happy with that one. He's been getting some grief up there. I think he's been getting death threats and all sorts from the Rangers fans. But they are leading at the moment anyway against Dundee United. But the season's done. The season is done. They're certainly not going to be challenging Celtic, that's for sure. York 2, Wealdstone 0. Ollie Pearce on 26 minutes, giving York a comfortable lead now. And in La Liga, it is Barcelona 1, Girona 0. I wonder if the Celtic fans, they get bored of not really having any competition. Because it goes in cycles in Scotland. You had that period where Rangers were dominant. Celtic were trying to catch up. Then you had Rangers with their financial troubles and getting relegated. And that season for Celtic must be a non-event, really. Unless somebody comes out of the woodwork. We had it last year with Aberdeen. Aberdeen got off to a great start. Top of the league. Just couldn't keep it going over a whole season. And, yeah, guess who won the league again? Celtic. Gets a little bit boring. Hun222 says, everyone hit the like button. That'd be fantastic if you could. The more subscribers we get, the sooner we can start live streaming the Polish Premier League, the Ekstraklasa. They will do a collaboration with us once the platform is big enough. We just need a bigger platform. Chicken and the egg. 1222 says, let's get to 25 likes today. Blimey, Hun. That's optimistic on a Saturday afternoon. I'll go for it. But yeah, at the minute, I'll go with 25 views. York 2, Wealdstone 0, Ollie Pearce on 26 minutes. East Kilbride 3, Elgin City 0, Nathan Flanagan on 31 minutes. East Kilbride pulling away in that one now. And Ilkeston 1, Warrington Rylands 1, Ilkeston getting back level. Let's have a look, see how the old cash out's doing. No, cash out value too low. We'll name and shame in a minute. Who's letting us down? Too many. Hun222 says, you've already got 22 likes. It can't be that hard. 22 likes? I'll fall off my chair if I get 22 likes, Hun. Unless my YouTube stats aren't updating quick enough. Be nice, that. It would be nice. Walsall 0, Barrow 1. Elliot Newby on 31 minutes, giving Barrow the lead. East Kilbride 3, Elgin City 0. Nathan Flanagan on 31 minutes for East Kilbride. What's going on there at the Etihad? It won't matter anyway, he's missed it. Offside, still 0-0 at the Etihad. Hun222 says, it shows 22 for me though. Frank James says, how in the Hun did you do that? Ooh, I don't know. Let's have a butcher's. Blimey, it is showing us 22 likes. Well, Hun, how you've done that? Appreciate that. Do we know each other by any chance? But that's appreciated anyway. Whatever you've done, however you've done it, that's fantastic. Appreciate it. Kenilworth Road, it's a penalty for Luton, and oh, he's missed it. Naki Wells has missed a penalty for Luton. Good save by the keeper, actually. Still Luton 0, Mansfield 0. Bristol Rovers 0, Tranmere 1, Nathan Smith on 33 minutes. Romeo Hutton for Gillingham. He's not scored, he's been a naughty boy. He's been sent off on 33 minutes for foul play. Rochdale 2, Yeovil 0. Emmanuel Deservey on 30 minutes for Rochdale. That's a brace on the day for him. And Edinburgh City 1, Stranraer 2. Innes Lawson on 31 minutes getting Edinburgh City back in that lead, but they are still in that game, but they are still trailing. And that's a score correction there. It is Walsall 0, Barrow 0. Hungerford 0, Plymouth Parkway 1, and Bristol Rovers 0, Tranmere 1. We've done that. Empire Maker would be happy with that. Not seen him for a while. Chertsey 1, Bracknell 1. Chertsey back level. And Hun222 says, I'm just watching your stream often. Well, Hun, however you've done it, appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Hun222 says, I'm from Hungary, by the way. Never been to Hungary, I've got to say. It is on mine and Frankie James's to-do list. We spend a lot of time in Poland, in Krakow. But we need to widen our horizons a little bit. I'm still curious, Hun, how you've done that. 22 likes, fantastic. I'm not techie at all. I'm too old for this game. I just keep relying on ChatGPT to find my way around. But I don't know how you've done it, but Hun 222. Budapest is amazing. I recommend it. Who was it who used to go to Budapest? It was Empire Maker, wasn't it? Did he used to go? He used to go to. I think he used to go to Romania for his holidays. Yeah, if Frankie James says we really want to visit, certainly do. Certainly do. Frankie James, should we have gone to Budapest and it all got cancelled because of COVID? Where should we have gone? We were going to go and watch Simple Minds, weren't we? And it all got cancelled. You know, as I'm getting older, my memory is getting worse and worse. Oh, that might have been Czechoslovakia, or Czechia as they like to call it. Romania's capital is Bucharest. Hungary's capital is Budapest. Yeah, quite confusing. No, he. I'm sure he, Empire Maker, was gonna go to Bucharest, I think, but my memory is getting worse. Like I said, I've not spoken to Empire Maker for ages, but in the early days of this channel, he was always in live chat. I've not seen him for a while. Doncaster 1, Northampton 0, Ben Close on 36 minutes. Selhurst Park, 36 minutes gone. It's still Crystal Palace 0, Bournemouth 1. That Krupi header at the back post. Enough to give Bournemouth the lead. Chichester 0, Billericay 1. And what was I saying about Stoke? It was a difficult watch if you were a Stoke fan. Stoke 1, Wrexham 0. Sorba Thomas on 36 minutes, giving Stoke a lead. RB Leipzig 1, Hamburger 1. Hamburger getting back level there. And Altrincham 1, Woking 1. Altrincham back level. A lot of home teams here getting back on level terms. Spalding United against Sudbury. Now it's 1-1. And Frankie James says, because you don't do this professionally, maybe Empire Maker lost momentum. We also have 2 jobs each. Yeah, I know. Oh, talk about cutting yourself thin. Dumbarton 1, Spartans FC 1, Leighton McIntosh on 35 minutes, getting Dumbarton back level. Aldershot 1, Tamworth 0, Kwame Thomas on 35 minutes, giving Aldershot the lead. And Altrincham 1, Woking 1, Jimmy Knowles on 36 minutes, getting Altrincham back level. Buxton 1, Chorley 0. And how's my bet doing? Cash out still too low. Not even worth a penny. There's a goal at Selhurst Park. Which way has it gone? We'll find out now. Semenyo there with a good touch. Puts a cross in. It's not a good clearance, that. And Krupi again. Krupi, second of the day on 38 minutes. His first on 7 minutes with a header at the back post. Crystal Palace 0, Bournemouth 2. Yeah, no need for VAR there. That is going to stand. Semenyo started that though on the halfway line. Lovely turn. Not good defending from Crystal Palace. Cardiff 0, Reading 1. Lewis Wing on 38 minutes. He's flying. Stockport 1, Exeter 0, Nathan Law on 24 minutes. Big Southwest derby next week on, I think it might be Thursday night. Exeter hosting Plymouth Argyle. Luton 0, Mansfield 1, Reese Oates on 40 minutes, giving Mansfield the lead. And it is Morecambe 0, Southend 2. So I'm going to have to go for a comfort break, as they call it, at half time. My teeth are underwater. I'm still curious, Hunt. How on earth you get 22 thumbs up? I can see it now on the screen, but it's I don't know how you do it. Either way. Frankie James says, don't ask. I won't ask then. Morecambe 0, Southend 2. Ben Goodliff on 40 minutes, doubling Southend's lead. Leicester 0, Barwell 2 now. Barwell pulling away. And MK Dons 2, Crewe Alexandra 0, goal scorer to follow in that one. St Albans 1, Welling 0. And MK Dons' second goal scorer was Alex Gilby on 41 minutes. Reggiana 3, Bari 1. Reggiana pulling away. Oh, big goal. Big goal. Brighton and Newcastle. It has gone to Brighton. Danny Welbeck on 41 minutes, getting Brighton into the lead there. AFC Tottenham 2, Hemel Hempstead 1. Hemel Hempstead on the score sheet, but still trailing. FC Cologne 0, Augsburg 1. And Inverness Calithistle 1, Celtic Hearts 2. Danny Devine on 42 minutes, giving a lifeline to Inverness Calithistle, but they are still trailing. I think at half time, I'm going to go over 1.5 goals in as many games as I can that are 0-0. See if we can get a payout in that second half. Got to be in it to win it. Just looking at this Brighton goal. Welbeck just got in between the defenders there. Great pass to him. Didn't panic either. Just slots it past the keeper. That's one of them where you go in at half time, you've just got to say that's a good goal. Dumbarton 1. Spartans FC 2 now. Mark McNulty on 41 minutes. Giving Spartans the lead. Kenilworth Road. Wells missed that penalty. Good save from the keeper. Not the best penalty, but either way, it was Luton 0, Mansfield 1. Don't you know it? It's now, 6 minutes later, Mansfield 1. Oates on 40 minutes, giving them the lead. That's the way it goes. Get your chances. You've got to take them. And Altrincham 1, Woking 2. It was Jack Turner on 42 minutes, giving Woking the lead. Dara Costello for Wigan on 44 minutes. He's not scored. He's been a naughty boy. He's gone off foul play. He's going to get into the bath earlier than everybody else, that's for sure. Rochdale 3, Yeovil 0. Goal scorers to follow in that one. And Wolfsburg 0, Stuttgart 2. Corn 1, Bury Town 0. Oxford City 0, Southport 1, Blackpool 1, Wickham 0, goal scorer to follow, and Cheshunt 1, Wingate and Finchley back on level terms now, 1. Yeah, don't forget to join us on Monday evening. I think it's a 6 o'clock kickoff. Wisła Kraków away at Pucha. Should be another 3 points in the bag for the mighty Wisła Kraków. We are flying. We are flying. Just a 1 loss this season against Legnica. Bit of a bogey team for us. It's a hangover from last season, that's all. Blackpool 1, Wickham 0. Ashley Fletcher on 45 minutes, giving Blackpool the lead. And Barnet 0, Notts County 0. That is a half-time score. All the half-times will start coming through now. As soon as it goes a little bit quiet, I'm going to have to go for a piddle. But if you're watching this later on catch-up or anything like that, don't worry. I'll edit that little bit out. Rochdale 3, Yeovil 0. It was Ryan East on 43 minutes. Great day if you're a Rochdale fan. Chichester 0, Billericay 2. And Ayr 1, Morton 0. Marco Russ on the stroke of half-time, 45 minutes. Turf Moor, it is still Burnley 1, Leeds 0. Ogachukwu on 18 minutes, only goal of the game so far. Score correction there. Spennymoor 0, Merthyr Town 2. And just before half-time at Home Park, oh, they won't enjoy the pasties. They won't enjoy the Oggy pasty now. Plymouth 1, AFC Wimbledon 1. Wimbledon getting back level. Banbury 0, Hales 0-3, and Colchester 3, Harrogate 1. Colchester pulling away. I'll tell you who the goal scorer was in a moment for Wimbledon as soon as it comes through. We're in front of Sky here at Catch It Live First. Still not come through. Colchester 3, Harrogate 1. It was Harry Anderson with 2 minutes into added on time at the end of the first half. And that's a hat-trick for Anderson. Here we go. Plymouth Argyle 1. AFC Wimbledon 1. Omar Bugiel on 44 minutes, getting Wimbledon back level. Then pasties won't taste quite as good, will they, when you've just been pulled back. Banbury 0, Hales 0-3. Colchester 3. It's all going through too fast now. It's all going through too fast. Charlton 2, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Reece Burke on 45 minutes plus a minute into injury time. Gets worse for Sheffield Wednesday. When you look back at Sheffield Wednesday and what's happened to them, you know, back in the 70s, 80s, the semi-finals of the FA Cup used to be played, well, as we know, at Sheffield Wednesday, and it was a big, big club. How can it go out of business? How can it go out of business? It's criminal. Criminal. Right, while it's half time, I'm going to go for a quick piddle break. We'll be back for the start of the second half. Yeah, there's only half-time results coming at the moment. Don't forget, at full-time, we'll have all the final scores for you. So if you want to write them down in your paper, do people even do that anymore? I'm not sure they do. I think everybody just gets it online. It was the only way you could do it, though. Write the results down at full-time, then check your coupon. Bradford 2, Barnsley 1. It's Stephen Humphreys in the 49th minute of that first half, giving Bradford the lead now. That is a big derby game, Bradford-Barnsley. And now, just before half-time, yeah, Frankie says, no, yep, I'm afraid so, Frankie. Then pasties will be not tasting quite as good. So it's now Birmingham 1, Hull City 2. Regan Slater, 4 minutes into added on time at the end of that first half, giving Hull the lead. They took the lead on 11 minutes through Robinson. Stansfield on 27 minutes equalised, but Slater has just made that cup of tea taste a little bit sweeter at half-time. Right. Frankie says, I can remember Grandad Russ writing the results down. Yeah, me too. I can remember writing the results down, knowing what my grandparents, Minnie and Frank, knowing what they had on the coupon. Cruel trick, really. Just for that little split second, they thought they'd won. It didn't go down well, but there you go. The things you do as a child that you think are funny. Right. Piddle time. I'll be back directly. In the meantime, if you want to watch some live football, Ruka Horsuf and Wisła Kraków expand to make it bigger. I'll be back shortly after I've told you that Aldershot won, Tamworth won. Hayden Hollis in the 49th minute of the first half. He has got Tamworth back level. Right, I'll be back very shortly. Most popular is in live chat. Good to see you in, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Oh, I needed that pedal break, that's for sure. Now I'm going to make it worse and top up my juice. Most popular saying tomorrow there is India versus the Australians in the cricket. There is, mate. The problem is it's a time that it's on, and I'm not gonna be able to stream it. I haven't got enough time to do it. Just absolutely rammed with work. That's probably why I can see the bags under my eyes. Not had a lot of sleep this week, that's for sure. This week with the markets. Crazy, crazy times. Oh, God, that's better. Right, I'll put that in chat. Good to see you. What I've pressed there, that's all gone a bit wrong, hasn't it? Even, high. Yeah, you can't actually see him, can you? Good to see you, though. Good to see you in the live chat, most popular. Yeah, I think my next live stream is going to be on Monday. Wisła Kraków away at Butcher. Right, before the second half starts, Frankie says 23 likes, it's gone up. There's some shenanigans going on there, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Every little helps. Thanks to Hun222. Right, let's see if we can get what we're going to go for. Over 1.5 goals. So 2 goals in these games. Man City, Everton, that's still 0-0. Norwich and Bristol City. We could have 2 goals in that game. What do you think? Sheffield United and Watford? Possibly. Possibly. It's a bold call, Jimmy. It's a bold call. Wigan and Port Vale. Maybe. Wigan are down to 10 men, aren't they? Are they just going to sit back? Can they do it? Can they last out? I doubt it. I doubt it. Grimsby and Gillingham. Possibly. Grimsby get the taste for goals. We know what they can do. Yeah, Frankie says 23 likes, gone up 1. That's what we like to see, no pun intended. Barnet and Notts County. Nah. Let's give it a try. Barnet and Notts County. Scottish Premiership. St Mirren and Aberdeen still 0-0. Could we have 2 in that game? Well, give it a go, Jimmy. Give it a go. Queen's Park and Erdrionians, possibly. Possibly. It's all a gamble now. It's all a gamble. Alloa and East Fife. Yeah. Forfar and Clyde. English National League. What about Boreham Wood and Eastleigh? Possible. Possible. It's all possible. It's whether it's going to happen or not. What about Real, Bedford and Royston Town? Right, how much will that give me? 11,000. Right. Let's put £2 on that one. £22,193. Bet placed. Right. Let's have a see what the cash out is. Well, cash out's at 53 pence straight away, which you would expect. Keep an eye on that one as the second half goes on. FC Colne 1, Augsburg 0. Colne getting back on level terms there, and Nice have taken the lead against Lyon. And Doncaster 1, Northampton 1. Northampton getting back level. I looked at that game earlier and I thought I've been done so many times with Northampton. Especially last season. Dullards. Dullards. However, they've drawn level with Doncaster today. Goal scorer to follow. Goal scorer was Ethan Wheatley on 47 minutes. Something else I wanted to do as well. While we're on... I'll do it later. I won't mess up my screen. Everything's working well. Big scandal in Poland this week. Thanks to my friend Adam over in Poland. He sent me a message. Somebody, and I don't know who, on the top of a big electrical tower, they have put an e-bike. Must have took some climbing up as well. But they've managed it. And the residents of Poland in Krakow, they are not happy. They still have some pride in the country over there. Can't say that about everywhere. Cove Rangers 0, Stenhousemuir 1. Matthew Aitken on 48 minutes from the penalty spot. Is that one of ours? Cove Rangers and Stenhousemuir. Let's have a look. No, I went for the other game. I went for Forfar and Clyde instead. Oh, Jimmy. 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 Cardiff 1, Reading 1. Amari Kellyman on 49 minutes, getting Cardiff back on level terms. And in Liam Moyle, massive Cardiff City fans, they'll be watching, they'll be happy with that. Frankie James says, I'm so proud to visit Poland and have a Polish daughter-in-law. A proud country indeed. Yeah. Anya, if you're watching, dzień dobry. Arbroath 1, St Johnstone 1. Findlay Marshall on 51 minutes, getting Arbroath back on level terms there. Good old Scottish name that, Findlay Marshall. Cash out, down to 17 pence. Second half just getting underway now. Oh, I think everything's underway. Yeah, a lot of games being played today in the Welsh FA Cup. Problem is, they are only full-time result only. So when we do the full-time scores, I can only give you what has come through. Prescott 0, Stocksbridge 2, Bristol Rovers 0, Tranmere 2. Empire Maker will be happy with that. Red letter day for Tranmere. And Chichester 1, Billericay 2. Chichester on the score sheet, but still trailing. And for Tranmere, Bristol Rovers 0, Tranmere 2. It was Connor Jennings on 51 minutes, doubling Tranmere's lead. Mike Riley, the referee, he's in there, giving it one of them as though he's a big Tranmere fan. If you're a referee, you cannot referee the team that you support. And it's amazing how many referees support teams who are all in the lower leagues. Oh yeah, I support Billericay. Corn 1, Bury Town 1. Bury Town getting back on level terms there. Wolfsburg 0, Stuttgart 3. Good day if you're a Stuttgart fan. And Oxford City 0, Southport 2. Start of this second half, Crystal Palace are well on top against Bournemouth, but Bournemouth look a well-oiled defensive unit. It's going to be a tough afternoon for Crystal Palace if they're going to try and get back on level terms. I wonder who's going to take over from Ange Postecoglou at Nottingham Forest. If you're joining us later on, you've not heard the news. He's got the flick. Nottingham Forest give him the sack after losing today 3-0 at home to Chelsea. Yet Town 0, Walton and Hersham 1. You'd only had something like 8 games in charge or something like that. I mean, it's not they've not exactly had a bounce as soon as Postecoglou came in, but managers don't get time anymore, do they? Although looking at the league position where Nottingham Forest are, they haven't really got time. Buxton 1, Chorley 1. Chorley getting back level there. Let's have a look at live standings of the Premier League. Just how much trouble are Nottingham Forest in? It's not good, I know that. Let's have a... Come on, load up. So live standings. Currently on top. Bournemouth on 17 points. Today, today, Nottingham Forest, they are in the bottom 3. So let's have a look at Nottingham Forest's last 5 results. So they lost to Arsenal 3-0. Well, that's nothing to be ashamed of, is it? They managed a draw against Burnley. And they've got beat 1-0 against Sunderland. 2-0 at Newcastle. 3-0 at home to Chelsea. So they're not getting battered. They're not getting 4 and 5-0ers, but I'm going to sneeze. Yeah, just above Nottingham Forest is Burnley. Yeah, whoever comes into that job at Forest, it's a big club, isn't it? But it's a big job they're going to be taking on as well. Lots of goals going in now. Hopefully some are on my... Oh, Frankie James. Frankie James. Plymouth Argyle 1, AFC Wimbledon 2 now. Plymouth were 1 up in that one. Wimbledon drawing level just before half-time, and they take the lead just after half-time as well. Goal scorer to follow. Arbroath 2, St Johnstone 1, Gavin Riley on 57 minutes, giving Arbroath the lead. Inverness Cali Thistle 2, Kelty Hearts 2, Chanka Zimba on 54 minutes, getting Inverness back level. MK Dons 3, Crewe Alexandra 0, Alex Gilby on 57 minutes, MK Dons pulling away there. And Boston United 1, Scunthorpe 0, Linnell John Lewis on 55 minutes, giving Boston the lead. Plymouth Argyle 1, AFC Wimbledon 2, and it was Marcus Brown on 52 minutes. Turning things around there for Wimbledon. Coventry 1, Blackburn 0, goal scorer to follow in that one. Rail Bedford 1, Royston 1. That one was on McCoupin. Tonebridge 1, Horsham FC 1. Tonebridge getting back level. And Alloa 1, East 5-0. Goal scorer to follow. It was Luke Rankin on 56 minutes, giving Alloa the lead. Coventry 1, Blackburn 0. It was Victor Torp on 57 minutes. And Lewis Shipley for Barrow on 56 minutes. He's not scored. He's been a naughty boy. Sent off, second bookable offence. Grimsby 1, Gillingham 0. Charles Vernon on 58 minutes from the penalty spot, giving Grimsby the lead. And Wigan 1, Port Vale 0. Maliase Asamoah on 56 minutes, giving Wigan the lead. I thought I'd seen Wigan gone down to 10 men as well earlier. I might have dreamt that. Let's have a look. Hibernian 2, Livingston 0. James McGrath on 52 minutes from the penalty spot, doubling Hibernian's lead. I just want to check that Wigan game, whether there was... Yeah, they were down to 10 men and they've gone 1-0 up against Port Vale. Well done to Wigan. Just have a quick look, see how me cash out's doing. Aye. It's gone up a little bit. It's at £1, well, £1.71. Now it's at £1.65. Be nice to have a quick £21,700 and 18 pence. That'd take the sting out of yesterday's silver smash. It's going to have to go up quickly though. It's all right shorting that silver, selling it. But you're going to have to sell it. And if you haven't got it, you're going to have to buy it to sell it. St Mirren 1, Aberdeen 0. Alexander Gogic on 58 minutes, giving St Mirren the lead. And my cash out's going up. It's rising like the Eiffel Tower. St Mirren is on my list. Manchester City 1, Everton 0. You know who's going to have scored that one. It's that man, Erling Haaland, on 58 minutes. Beto with a fantastic chance in the first half for Everton, sorry. City should have been 1 down, but he got a horrible contact on it from about 5 yards out. Partick Thistle 1, Ross County 0. Tony Watt on 58 minutes. A bright spot in the game for Partick Thistle. What? Bright spot. Coventry 2, Blackburn 0. Brandon Thomas Asante on 60 minutes. 2 quick goals there in the second half for Coventry. Motherwell 1, Falkirk 1. Calvin Miller on 57 minutes, getting Falkirk back on level terms. Then it goes from bad to worse if you're a Luton Town fan. Luton 0, Mansfield 2. Luton missing a penalty in the first half. 6 minutes later, Mansfield took the lead, and they've doubled that lead now through the penalty spot, ironically, on 59 minutes. Tyler Roberts slotting home. Sheffield United 1, Watford 0. Callum O'Hare on 59 minutes, giving Sheffield United the lead. And Rotherham 1, Leyton Orient 0. Sam Noam on 56 minutes. Arbroath 3, St Johnstone 1. Findlay Marshall, brace on the day. 62 minutes on the clock. Arbroath pulling away. Who's letting me down so far? Who's still 0-0? Norwich and Bristol City. Boo. Barnet, Notts County. Boo. St Mirren and Aberdeen. Boo. That's a score correction. It's 0-0. VAR getting involved again there. Ruining me day. You're ruining me day, VAR. Clyden 4 far as well. Alloa 1, East Fife 1. Michael McKenna on 60 minutes from the penalty spot, getting East Fife back on level terms. Just looking at this Haaland goal. O'Reilly down the right line. Just chips a crossing. Yeah, you're not going to stop Haaland from winning that header. It was just chipped into the box from O'Reilly on the right hand side. Yeah, powerful header from Haaland, doing what he does. 1-0. Better will be not sleeping well tonight after that miss. And an Athletic 1, Sterling Albion 1, Ryan Shanley on 62 minutes, getting Sterling Albion back level. West Brom 2, Preston 0. Isaac Price on 62 minutes, doubling West Brom's lead. Cash out still at 1. Oh no, it's come down now. It's come down, it's at 67 pence. Plenty of time to go though. Plenty of time to go. Ebbsfleet 1, Dorking 1. Salisbury 1, Slough 1, Chippenham 1, Dover 1, Wolfsburger 1, Reed 0, and we've just seen that score correction. St Mirren 0, Aberdeen 0, Warrington 2, Guiseley 0. I made my first backdrop using an AI. There's no claim on that one. It's all Jimmy James's work. Cheshunt 1, Wingate and Finchley 3. Dartford 4, Potters Bar 1, and Newport 0, Cheltenham 2. Goal scorer to follow. That was quick. Luke Young on 61 minutes, doubling Cheltenham's lead. I think that's a brace on the day for Luke Young. Johnny Williams for Gillingham, 63 minutes. He's not scored. He's been a naughty boy. Second bookable offence. He's seen red. And Erling Haaland again is on the score sheet on 63 minutes. Man City 2, Everton 0. The wheels are coming off Everton's day. Coleraine 4, Dungannon 0. Great, Dave, you're a Coleraine fan. And Edinburgh City 1, Stranraer 3. If you wonder where that comes from, it comes from Phoenix Knights. Stranraer, you're giving me a heart attack. In South Africa, Amazulu 1, Durban City 0. That is a final score. And Jack Robinson for Birmingham, 60 minutes. He's not scored. He's been a naughty boy. Second bookable offence. He's seen red. Birmingham did get back on level terms against, I think it's Hull. But they then, just before half-time, they went behind again, and it's just got even worse in this second half. Real uphill struggle now for Birmingham. And it's Cardiff 2, Reading 1. Youssef Saleh on 65 minutes, giving Cardiff a lead. Liam, Ben, you'll be happy with that one. Bramall Lane at 64.5 minutes gone. It's still Sheffield United 1, Watford 0. O'Hare on 59 minutes, giving Sheffield United the lead. Farnborough 0, Maidstone 2. And Harborough 1, Bromsgrove 0. Edinburgh City 1, Stranraer 3. It was Finn Ekripont on 60 minutes. I think that's a brace on the day for Ekripont. Stranraer pulling away. Spennymoor 3, Merthyr Town 3. Spennymoor getting back level. This is what the fans want to see. We want to see goals. We want to see action. None of these, let's keep it tight, 0-0, you know. That's not what the fans want to see. Palace have scored, pulled one back against Bournemouth, but VAR's involved. I'll leave that one to VAR. Crystal Palace have got one back against Bournemouth. Whether this one will stand, VAR are going to get involved there. I won't say it's a goal just yet. Oof. Yeah, we'll update you on that one. It's tight. VAR definitely earning the money there. Doncaster 1, Northampton 2. Sam Hoskins, 67-minute penalty for Northampton, giving them the lead. That is a goal. That goal will stand for Crystal Palace, so game on. AFC Telford 1, Scarborough 1. Telford getting back level there. And Harry McCurdy for Crawley. 65 minutes. He's not scored. He's been a naughty boy. Second bookable offence. He'll be first in the bath today. Truro 0, Halifax 1. Will Harris on 65 minutes, giving Halifax a lead. That one's on my coupon. And it was John Philippe Mateta on 64 minutes, getting Crystal Palace back in that game, but they still trail Bournemouth by 1-2. It was close for offside as well, but obviously VAR can zoom right in, can't they? It's one of them where the back of his foot or his heel, is it onside, is it offside? But they've checked it, and it is a goal for Palace. Chelmsford 1, Worthing 2 now. Worthing taking the lead there. Let's have a look at my cash out. Just going to turn my mic off as well while I have a cough. £15 cash out at the minute. Not looking good. So one of them's up already. Alloa and East 5. I've got me 2 goals in that game. We've got 1 game in the Boreham Wood and Eastleigh. These games I need 2 or more goals. Grimsby and Gillingham 1 goal. Wigan and Port Vale 1 goal. Wigan down to 10 men as well, but they took the lead. Norwich and Bristol City 0-0. Barnet Notts County 0-0. City and Everton, that one's up now. Sheffield United, Watford 1 goal in that game. Queen's Park and Airdrie Onions 0-0. St Mirren Aberdeen 0-0. St Mirren having 1 ruled out by VAR. Boo. Beaufort and Clyde 0-0. Rail, Bedford and Royston 1 goal in that game, so we're in with a shout. Need a lot of things to go our way, but we'll try. We keep trying. Bradford 2, Barnsley 2. That was Patrick Kelly on 64 minutes, getting Barnsley back on level terms there. Bradford took the lead on 9 minutes through Sarcevic. clear if Barnsley equalised on 24 minutes. Humphreys, 49 minutes in the first half, made it 2-1 to Bradford. But Kelly, on 64 minutes, has just levelled things up. 2-2. Montrose 0, Hamilton Academicals 3, Stephen Bradley on 70 minutes. Hamilton Accies pulling away there. Walsall 0, Barrow 2 now. Charlie McCann on 68 minutes, doubling Barrow's lead. And there's now another goal for, you wouldn't believe this, quick as a flash. Crystal Palace 2, Bournemouth 2. Mateta once again on 69 minutes. That's 2 goals in 5 minutes for Palace, back on level terms. Oof. That won't be, if you are a Bournemouth fan and you don't take all 3 points today, this is going to sting. This is going to sting. And it's now Turf Moor, Burnley 2, Leeds 2. Oh my word. 50 pence, says Frankie. 50 pence. Put it in the jukebox, Frankie. Sing me a song. Rangers 1, Dundee United 1. Trapanovsky on 66 minutes, getting Dundee United back level there. There'll be more protests up in Scotland. What is going on with St Mirren and Aberdeen? Queen's Park and Erdrionians. Come on. Both ironclad. We all know Scottish goalkeepers are rubbish. Burnley 2, Leeds 0. It was Loom Chauna doubling Burnley's lead. Ibrox will not be happy with that score, 1-1. Frankie says, any song you want. I know a song that'll get on your nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves. I'm not going to say the song that came into my head. It was Steve Coogan. Everyone's a bit of a C-U-N-T sometimes. Partick Thistle 1, Ross County 0. Owain Smythe Agui Smythe on 58 minutes. Partick Thistle 1, Ross County 0. What's going on at Walsall? Last year they were flying, weren't they? Looked like they were going to go up as champions with 100 points. Didn't even get promoted, and it's all gone south. Something's gone sour. Something's gone sour in Walsall. Frankie James says, I can remember when we were on your motorbike and had headphones. You stopped and turned the mic off because I was singing. Certainly did. Certainly did. The thing is, I couldn't even get to the microphone inside, you know, to turn it off or turn the volume down. Frankie James singing on the back. Oof. Although she did once sing, after a few glasses of champagne, I might add, sitting on the dock of the bay. She got a standing ovation. It was good. It was good. Bristol City 0, Tranmere 3, Connor Jennings on 73 minutes. It's a red letter day if you're a Tranmere fan. Empire Maker will be jumping up and down. How bad must Bristol Rovers be though, conceding 3 to Tranmere? Frankie says, I was brilliant. I thought you were as well. Charlton 2, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Jamal Lowe on 69 minutes. Giving a lifeline to Sheffield Wednesday. Lifeline on the pitch. Have they got a lifeline off the pitch? That's the issue. That is the issue. Norwich 0, Bristol City 1. It was Mark Sykes on 73 minutes, giving my bet a chance. We're in with a chance. Need Erdrionians to either score or get scored against. Once there's one goal goes in that game, I think the floodgates will open either way. Or I'm hoping anyway. Norwich are not doing fantastically well, are they? Losing today as well at Bristol City, home to Bristol City. Yate Town 0, Walton and Hersham 2, Havant and Waterlooville 1, Uxbridge 1. Havant and Waterlooville getting back level there. Chester 1, Kidderminster 1, Chester getting back level, and Walsall, after I've just been slating them, they've pulled one back against Barrow. I think Barrow were down to 10 men. Goal scorer to follow in that game, as in now, it was Daniel Kanu on 74 minutes, giving Walsall a lifeline. Sunderland have almost doubled the lead against Wolves. Close, but not really close, but no cigar. Still Sunderland 1, Wolves 0. Havant and Waterlooville 1, Uxbridge 2 now. Quick goals in that game. Uxbridge take the lead. And Ayr 1, Morton 1. Cammy Ballantyne on 76 minutes, getting Morton back on level terms. Until, I don't know why I keep checking this bet now, because until I see Erdrionians a goal in that game, or St Mirren and Aberdeen, Forfar and Clyde, forget it. Forget it. Rubbish. Rubbish. Rail Bedford and Royston Town. Rail Bedford 1-0 up. I need another goal in that game. Used to live in Royston. Ross Clark for Montrose, 78 minutes. He's not scored. He's been sent off for foul play. American Express Stadium. It's still Brighton 1, Newcastle 0. Welbeck with the only goal of the game in the 41st minute. Cash out is... What's me cash out now? Oh, that's come down to a penny. Accrington 2, Swindon 0, goal scorer to follow. York 4, Wealdstone 0, Spennymoor 5, Merthyr Town 3. That's a game. Nice 2, Lyon 1. Nice take the lead over in Francais. And West Brom 2, Preston 1. Michael Smith in the 78th minute, getting Preston into that game, but still trailing at West Brom. And Accrington 2, Swindon 0. It was Paddy Madden in the 72nd minute, doubling Accrington's lead. Ebbsfleet 2, Dorking 1. Ebbsfleet take the lead there, and oh my word, Ibrox will erupt. Ibrox will erupt. Rangers 1, Dundee United, who were losing 1-0, 2. Craig Sibbald on 75 minutes, giving Dundee United a lead. Ibrox will be getting ready to be... They'll burn it down. They'll burn it down. Boston United 1, Scunthorpe 1. Scunthorpe back on level terms thanks to Callum Roberts in the 77th minute from the penalty spot. Sibbald, he's got to be... He must have been 25 yards out when he's hit that. Blimey, that is a good goal as well. Have Palace scored again? No, he's offside. Still 2-2. Offside. Montrose 0, Hamilton 4. Goal scorer to follow there. And what is going on at Bristol Rovers? Bristol Rovers 0, Tranmere 4. Bristol Rovers 0 and Tranmere 4. I never thought I'd be saying that result at the start of today. I didn't even think there'd be over 2.5 goals in that game, I've got to say. Shows what I know. Salisbury 2, Slough 1. Salisbury take a lead there. And it was Josh Davidson in the 79th minute, giving Tranmere their 4th and a comfortable lead. Montrose nil, Hamilton Accies 4. It was Lee Kildare on 81 minutes. Hamilton Accies pulling away now. And Alex Newby on 75 minutes. He's made it York 4, Wealdstone 0. Coventry Waterlooville 1, Uxbridge 3. Gosport 3, Basingstoke 2. Gosport take the lead there. All these games with goals. Salisbury 2, Slough 1. And then we get all these nil-nils. Rubbish. That's a correction coming through, as you've seen up there. It's Motherwell 1, Falkirk 1. That's twice in that game. VAR have got involved. Oh, who scored here? There's been a goal. Brighton and Newcastle. Murphy started that off, and Volta made on 76 minutes. Good goal. Brighton 1, Newcastle 1. Nick Volta made. Spennymoor 6, Merthyr Town 3. Anyone who put anything on that and thought, yeah, let's have under 10 goals, that'll be a safe bet. Baby panicking now. Be panicking now. No such thing as a guaranteed result. Or there shouldn't be. Plenty of match fixing been rumbled over the years, isn't there? One of the best ones was Matt Letizia, and he admitted to it. There was no doubt about it. When they realised that you could bet on, was it who'd get the first throw in or something like that. So straight from the kick-off, he just launched the ball straight out of play. So Motherwell 1, Falkirk 2. Scott Arfield on 79 minutes, giving Falkirk the lead there. Is this goal going to stand, though, or is it a score correction going to come through? Is this second goal for Falkirk after the score correction? We'll find out in a minute. It's coming through as a goal. So as things stand, Motherwell 1, Falkirk 2. Thanks to Scott Arfield in the 79 minutes. In the 79th minute. Yeah, this goal will stand. It's a different goal. Bangor FC 2, Crusaders 1. Bangor FC taking the lead. I was going to go through the goals, the games where there was results from the earlier kickoffs, but what we at? 20-5 now. There's not much point. We'll do them all together when we do all the final scores. AFC Telford 3, Scarborough 1, Truro 1, FC Halifax 1, Dagenham and Redbridge 2 now, Enfield 1, Rushall 2, Cleethorpes 0, and Buxton 1, Chorley 2. Chorley taking the lead. Check my cash out. I don't know why I'm bothering, because I know that St Mirren and Aberdeen is still 0-0. I know that Queen's Park and Erdrionians is still 0-0. Clyde and Forfar still 0-0. What's going on? Sorted out. Come on. Boreham Wood 2, Eastleigh 0. It was Lewis Richardson in the 81st minute, doubling Boreham Wood's lead. Next week as well, if I get a chance, which I don't think I will do, but I'm going to also do some more trading updates as well. Lots of things going on in the markets and lots of idiotic comments from people. This is a football stream, though. We'll stick to that. On Monday, we will have, hopefully, work permitting, we will have pre-match build-up. Wisła Kraków away at Pucha in the Polish Betclic 1. Then we'll have the live stream. Even if I've got me trading screens up while we do the live stream, can't miss that one. Jaden Richardson for St Mirren, 84 minutes. He's not scored. He's been sent off for foul play. I got my hopes up then. Although, fingers crossed, we'll get a goal or two in that game now. Trouble is, there's only 6 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Altrincham 1, Woking 3. Carshalton 2, hashtag 2, hashtag back level. Truro 1, Halifax 1. It was Sean Donnellan on 82 minutes getting Truro back level. Accrington 3, Swindon 0. Isaac Keith in the 79th minute. Accrington pulling away there. Hibernian 3, Livingston 0. Junior Hoylett in the 79th minute. It's a red letter day for Hibernian. And Altrincham 1, Walking 3 now. Josh Kelly on 83 minutes from the penalty spot, giving Walking a little bit of breathing space. Bristol Rovers 1, Tranmere 4. Alfie Chang on 85 minutes getting Bristol Rovers on the score sheet, but they're still trailing by 1 goal to 4. And surely Tranmere won't blow that, or will they? Bramall Lane, 85 minutes gone. It's still Sheffield United 1, Watford 0. O'Hare on 59 minutes, giving Sheffield United the lead, and they need these 3 points. They have not had a good season, Sheffield United, have they? You could say, if you were a cynic, that it serves them right, because they were giving, as you would expect, massive rivalry, isn't there? Sheffield United and Sheffield Wednesday. Humongous rivalry. But Sheffield Wednesday have done better in the league this season than Sheffield United. How would the irony be if Sheffield United get relegated, but Sheffield Wednesday go out of the league and Sheffield United stay up? I think that could work. That would be, if you had a wound, that would be not rubbing salt in, that would be pouring it into a wound and smashing it in and making the wound worse. Bet365 Stadium. Stoke 1, Wrexham 0. Thomas on 36 minutes, giving Stoke a 1-0 lead. Surely there'll be more goals in that game, because Wrexham, they may as well go out swinging as just going out with a whimper. Get 5 up front. Play 5 up front. 4 in midfield. How many is that? 9. Have 1 defender and a goalkeeper. United 2, Morton 1. Ben Dempsey on 87 minutes, giving the lead now. Do you know, because I'm trying to learn Polish, and it's all phonetic, most of it's phonetic, the alphabet. So when you see things like A-Y-R, I keep thinking Ira. Start reading in Polish. Right. Shrewsbury 1, Crawley 0. Will Boyle on 84 minutes. There is a joke in there. I just can't think of one at the minute, so I won't say anything. Bournemouth 2, Eastleigh 0. That's a score correction. Amex Stadium, there's been another goal. It is Brighton 2, Newcastle 1. Welbeck scored earlier in the game on the 41st minute, giving Brighton the lead. Volta made on 76 minutes levelled things up, but it's Welbeck again. Welbeck again. He took his first one coolly. He just fired Brighton back into the lead again. And that's a good result for me. Real Bedford 2, Royston 0. That's one of mine up. But I'm not even... No point checking any of the other games until I see St Mirren and Aberdeen. Confirmation. Brighton 2, Newcastle 1. Danny Welbeck, 84 minutes. Brighton and Aberdeen. Hang your heads in shame. Queen's Park and Erdrionians, hang your head in shame. St Mirren and Aberdeen, hang your head in shame. Forfar and Clyde, hang your heads in shame. I need a plethora of late goals. Bournemouth have taken the lead. Oh, big goal. So it's Bournemouth 3, Crystal Palace 2. Bournemouth took a 2-0 lead in the first half. Krupi on 7 minutes and 38 minutes. Then Mateta in the second half on 64 minutes and 69 minutes levelled things up. But Christie, Ryan Christie, in the 89th minute has given Bournemouth what looks like it could be the winner. Let's have a look at the league. Let's have a look at the live standings. And there's been a goal at Ibrox. Which way has it gone? Has the stadium burnt down, or is it just simmering? It's just simmering. It's Rangers 2, Taverner in the 87th minute, getting them back on level terms. Rangers 2, Dundee United 2. Confirmation of that Ryan Christie goal in the 89th minute. Crystal Palace 2, Bournemouth 3. As things stand, that would put Bournemouth back on top of the league. They'd be on 17 points. Man City winning 2-0 at Everton. They'd be 1 point behind on 16. Arsenal in third, game in hand, still to play this weekend. Liverpool on 15 points, game in hand, still to play this weekend. Tottenham, 14 points, level with Chelsea. Chelsea played that game more though, winning today 3-0 at Nottingham Forest, costing Ange Postecoglou his job. And yeah, Tottenham played 7 games on 14 points also. Do you know, a big game this at the bottom of the Premiership as well, because Burnley are winning 2-0. And that moves them above. Nottingham Forest, who drop into the bottom 3. Barnet 0, Notts County 1. AFC Telford 4 now, Scarborough 1. And Peterborough Sports 1, Alfreton 1. Peterborough Sports getting back level. Etihad Stadium, it's still Man City 2, Everton 0. 2 second half goals for Erling Haaland on the 58th minute, towering header. And also on the 63rd minute. Barnet 0, Notts County 1. It was Tyrese Hall 4 minutes into added on time at the end of that game. Looks like that's probably going to be the winner for Notts County. My bet's down. Forfar 0, Clyde 0. Hang your heads in shame. Shocking. They should give the fans the money back. Rubbish. Rubbish. Morecambe 0, Southend 3. Glenavon 1, Carrick Rangers 0. That is a final score. We will have all today's final scores. What's come through anyway. About 5 o'clock we'll start setting up for that. And then I've got curry tonight coming. Hot tub with Frankie James. Can't wait. We've got the home to ourselves tonight, Frankie. Bring your condoms. Gloucester 3, Poole 2. Poole pulling one back there, but still trailing. Could they get a late equaliser? And if you did have that under 10 goals, Spennymoor and Merthyr Town, you've done your money. Spennymoor 6, Merthyr Town 4. Queen's Park 0, Erdrionians 0. That's a full-time score. Hang your heads in shame as well. You've done me coupon. Shambles. Shambles. It did finish Stoke 1, Wrexham 0. Not going to do the final scores now, though. We're just looking for goals. That's all that really matters. That's all that matters. Morecambe 0, Southend 3. It was Josh Walker in the 93rd minute. Comfortable afternoon for Southend. Truro 2, FC Halifax 1. Late possible winner there for Truro. And now Sunderland have wrapped things up against Wolves. Sunderland 2, Wolves 0. 93 minutes on the clock. It was Ladislav Krejci in the 92nd minute with an own goal. Basingstoke forward Gosport with a late equaliser. Oh no, it's not. It's a score correction. They are still losing. My video printer's going berserk. If you can look over my head, keep up to date with what's going across there if you can. Not a good day for Bury Town, losing 2-0 away at Corn. Luke Jeffcott it was, getting Truro, probably a late winner in the 94th minute. Truro 2, Halifax 1. Right, I'm going to start getting ready now for... Haaland's just missed a good chance for Manchester City. That's 2 chances in 2 minutes for him. Would have been his hat-trick. It's not though. Man City 2, Everton 0 still. 7 minutes of added on time. We've had nearly 6 minutes, so that's a done deal. There is a penalty. Crystal Palace and Bournemouth. Well, I don't believe it. 96 minute. No good now, is it? Aberdeen. St Mirren 0, Aberdeen 1. Marko Lisetic on 96 minutes, giving Aberdeen what's probably going to be a winner. You've still done me coupon. You came a day late and $1 short. Rubbish. I want to see what's going on here. Is this penalty? Is there a penalty at Palace and Bournemouth? It came in from a corner, and it's just the players grabbing hold of each other as they do, but they were both as bad as each other there, so I don't know whether a penalty has been given or not. Late goal. Birmingham 1, Hull 3. Joe Geldhart late into stoppage time, rubbing the salt into Birmingham's wounds. Penalty has been given. It's in. Mateta has got a hat-trick on the day. That's going to sting for Bournemouth. I wouldn't have said that was a penalty either. It looked like both players were pulling at each other, but it matters not. The goal stands. Jean-Philippe Mateta in the 97th minute from the penalty spot. That's a hat-trick. And also Accrington forward Swindon 0. Paddy Madden with a 93rd minute goal, making it 4-0, and that's also his hat-trick. MK Dons 3, Crew 1, Lewis Moult in the 100th minute. Nothing more than a consolation there, though, for Crew. And on that note, I am going to get ready for... I'm going to get ready to do all of the full-time scores. So if you can bear with me 1 second. I'm going to use my brains and get it onto the bigger screen. So rather than squinting, I can see exactly what's occurring. Right. Come on, Jimmy, you've got this. You've got this, Jimmy lad. Oh, I don't touch that though. I'll sort this, don't worry. Bear with me 1 second. Bear with me 1 second. Hopefully everything's all right with that. Ah, here we go. I'm laughing. That's more like it. Late goal there for Birmingham against Hull. Probably going to be too little too late though, that. Down to 10 men as well. And it's finished. Wigan 1, Port Vale 0. Wigan spent most of that game. It's got to be with 10 men. Just wait for the games in the Premier League to finish. They're all deep into injury time now. Brighton and Newcastle in the 98th minute. Crystal Palace and Bournemouth, that's in the 101st minute. Just want to check as well to see if some of the Welsh FA Cup, it's the Welsh FA Cup, the games are full-time result only. So I've not been getting updates on that. I'll try and give... Yeah, they aren't coming through, and they were 2 o'clock kickoffs as well, so they're still not come through on Flashscore. Right, let's get started. First of all, let's get rid of our crowd noise, and we are good to go. English Premier League, Nottingham Forest 3, Chelsea. Right, let's start again. That's just an absolute shambles, Jimmy. Can't even cut that out, can I? I've got all the... There is a reason why I've just done that. I'm just looking at, believe it or not, Macclesfield has flashed across my screen as I'm just starting reading these results out, and it's Macclesfield 3. We'll get to that in a minute. Start again, son. Start again. Compose yourself. English Premier League. Nottingham Forest 0, Chelsea 3. Brighton 2, Newcastle 1. Burnley 2, Leeds 0. Crystal Palace 3, Bournemouth 3. Manchester City 2, Everton 0. Sunderland 2, Wolves 0. Fulham and Arsenal, that's a 5:30 kickoff. English Championship, Oxford United 1, Derby 0. QPR 1, Millwall 2. Southampton 0, Swansea 0. Birmingham 2, Hull 3. That game's still being played. We're in the 100th minute there. Charlton 2, Sheffield Wednesday 1. That game also being played. That's in the 101st minute. Coventry 2, Blackburn 0. Charlton and Sheffield Wednesday. That game has now finished. Charlton 2, Sheffield Wednesday 1. Norwich 0, Bristol City 1. Sheffield United 1, Watford 0. Stoke 1, Wrexham 0. West Brom 2, Preston 1. Leicester and Portsmouth, that's a 7:45 kickoff. English League 1, Burton 0, Peterborough 1. Lincoln 1, Stevenage 0. Blackpool 1, Wickham 1. Bradford City 2, Barnsley 2. Cardiff 2, Reading 1. Doncaster 1, Northampton 2. Luton 0, Mansfield 2, Plymouth Argyle 1, AFC Wimbledon 2, Rotherham 1, Leyton Orient 0, Stockport 1, Exeter 0, 88 minutes on the clock there, still being played. Wigan 1, Port Vale 0. English League 2, Cambridge United 2, Bromley 1, Salford 1, Oldham 0, Accrington 4, Swindon 0, Barnet 0, Notts County 1, Bristol Rovers 1, Tranmere 4, Chesterfield 1, Fleetwood 1, Colchester 3, Harrogate 1, Grimsby 1, Gillingham 0, MK Dons 3, Crewe Alexandra 0, Newport 0, Cheltenham 2, Shrewsbury 1, Crawley 0, Walsall 1, Barrow 2. English National League, Solihull Moors 2, Braintree 0, Aldershot 1, Tamworth 2, Altrincham 1, Woking 3, Boreham Wood 2, Eastleigh 0, Boston United 1, Scunthorpe 1, Brackley Town 0, Gateshead 0, Morecambe 0, Southend 3, Rochdale 3, Yeovil 0, Truro 2, FC Halifax 1, York City 4, Wealdstone 0, Carlisle and Forest Green, that's a 5:30 kick-off. Sutton and Hartlepool, that is also a 5:30 kick-off. English National League North, AFC Telford 4, Scarborough 1, Buxton 3, Chorley 2, Chester 1, Kidderminster 1, Kings Lynn 1, AFC Fylde 2, Leamington 0, Darlington 1, Macclesfield 3, Curzon Ashton 2, Oxford City 1, Southport 2, Peterborough Sports 1, Alfreton 1, Radcliffe 0, Bedford 0, South Shields 2, Hereford 1, Spennymoor 6, Merthyr Town 4, Worksop 1, Marine 2. English National League South, AFC Totton 2, Hemel Hempstead 1, Chelmsford 1, Worthing 2, Chesham 1, Torquay 0, Chippenham 1, Dover 1, Dagenham and Redbridge 3, Enfield Town 2, Ebbsfleet 2, Dorking 1, Farnborough 0, Maidstone 2, Hampton and Richmond 0, Weston-super-Mare 1, Hornchurch 3, Bath 2, Maidenhead 0, Eastbourne Borough 1, Salisbury 2, Slough 1, Tonbridge 1, Horsham FC 2. English MPL Premier Division, Gainsborough 0, FC United 1, Hebburn Town 3, Leek 3, Ilkeston 2, Warrington Rylands 2, Lancaster 0, Hedensford 0, Morpeth 2, Workington 0, Prescott 1, Stocksbridge 2, Rushall 2, Cleethorpes 1, Stockton 1, Ashton United 2, Warrington 2, Guiseley 0, Whitby 0, Bamberbridge 2. English Southern League Premier Central, Banbury 0, Hales Owen 3, Harborough 1, Bromsgrove 0, Leiston 2, Barwell 2, Needham Market 3, Stourbridge 0, Corn 2, Burytown 0, Rail Bedford 2, Royston 0, Redditch 4, Kettering 0, Spalding United 5, Sudbury 1, St Ives 2, Alfchurch 0, Stamford 1, Stratford 2, Worcester 2, Bishop Stortford 0. English Southern League Premier South, Chertsey 1, Bracknell 1, Dorchester 0, Wimborne 2, Evesham 1, Hanwell Town 0, Gloucester 3, Pool 2, Gosport 3, Basingstoke 4, Havant and Waterlooville 3, Uxbridge 3, Hungerford 1, Plymouth Parkway 1, Taunton 0, Sholing 1, Tiverton 0, Berkhamsted 1, Yatetown 1, Walton and Hersham 2, Farnham and Weymouth, that is a 5:30 kick-off. English Eastman League Premier Division, Aveley 3, Lewes 0, Brentwood 2, Ramsgate 1. That game is still being played 14 minutes into added on time. Burgess Hill 2, Whitehawk 2, Carshalton 2, Hashtag 2, Chatham 3, Cray Wanderers 3, Cheshire 2, Wingate and Finchley 3, Chichester 2, Billericay 2, Cray Valley 1, Canby Island 1, Dartford 4, Potters Bar 1, Folkestone 2, Dulwich Hamlet 2, St Albans 2, Welling 1. German Bundesliga, FC Köln 1, Augsburg 1, Heidenheim 2, Bremen 2, Mainz 3, Leverkusen 4, RB Leipzig 2, Hamburger 1, Wolfsburg 0, Stuttgart 3, Bayern and Dortmund, that's a 5:30 kick-off. German Bundesliga 2, Karlsruhe 2, Kaiserslautern 3, Munster 2, Dresden 2, Paderborn 4, Bielefeld 3, Bochum and Hertha, that is a 7:30 kick-off. Italy, Serie A, Lecce 0, Sassuolo 0, Pisa 0, Verona 0, AS Roma and Inter, that's a 7:45 kick-off. Torino and Napoli, that has just kicked off 8 minutes in there, currently 0-0. Italy, Serie B, Frosinone 0, Monza 1, Mantova 1, Südtirol 1, Pescara 2, Carraresa 2, Reggiana 3, Bari 1, Spezia and Cesena, that's a 6:30 kick-off, and Juvia Stabia and Avellino, that is half-time currently. It's 2-0 to the home team. Moving over to Holland now, the Eredivisie. Nijmegen 2, Twente 2, 68 minutes on the clock there. PSV and GA Eagles and Utrecht and FC Volendam, both 5:45 kickoffs. Ajax and Alkmaar and Breda and Zwolle, they are both 8 p.m. kickoffs. Moving to Northern Ireland, Premiership. Bangor FC 2, Crusaders 1, Cliftonville 0, Larne 2, Coleraine 4, Dungannon 0, Glenavon 1, Carrick Rangers 0, Glentoran 2, Ballymena 0. Northern Irish Championship, Institute 1, Dundela 1, Limavady 1, Anna 0, Newington 5, Armagh 1, Queen's University 1, Ards 0, Warren Point 2, Haaland and Wolf Welders 2. Polish Ekstraklasa, Korona 1, Górnik Zabrze 1, Jagiellonia and Arka Gdynia. It is Jagiellonia 1, Arka Gdynia 0, 41 minutes on the clock there. Cracovia and Raków, that is a 7:15 kick-off this evening. In the Polish Betclic 1, no games been played today so far. 3 games being played tonight, all 6:30 kick-offs. The games are Hrobry Glogov and Polonia Varsova, Stal Ryszezov and LKS Woods, and Chicha against Wieczka Kraków. All 6:30 kickoffs. These are UK times. Scottish Premiership, Hibernian 4, Livingston 0, Motherwell 1, Falkirk 2, Rangers 2, Dundee United 2, St Mirren 0, Aberdeen 1, Kilmarnock and Hearts, that's a 5:45 kickoff. Scottish Championship, Arbroath 3, St Johnstone 1, Ayr 2, Morton 1, Partick Thistle 1, Ross County 0, Queen's Park 0, Erdrioneans 0. Scottish League 1, Alloa 1, East Fife 1, Cove Rangers 0, Stenhousemuir 1, Inverness 2, Kelty Hearts 2, Montrose 0, Hamilton 4, Peterhead and Queen of the South, that is a 5:30 kickoff. Scottish League 2, Annan 1, Stirling 1, Dumbarton 1, Spartans 2, East Kilbride 3, Elgin 0, Edinburgh City 1, Stranraer 3, Forfar 0, Clyde 0. Spanish La Liga, Sevilla 1, Mallorca 3, Barcelona 2, Girona 1, Villarreal and Betis, that is a 5:30 kickoff, and Atletico Madrid and Osasuna, that's an 8 p.m. kickoff. Spanish La Liga 2, Ceuta 2, Mirandes 0, Zaragoza and Leones, that's a 5:30 kickoff. Real Sociedad B and Huesca, that is match postponed. That is due to sickness on the away team. Welsh FA Cup, there is a score come through. Bow Street 0, Flint 3. And that's the only game that's that has come through at the moment for the Welsh FA Cup. So that is all we have got. That's all we've got for you today. I'll just go through and have a double check. Yeah, a lot of the games are being played this evening around Europe. 2 games from Hungary. Budapest 5, Neria Gehaza 1, Pax 1, Debrecen 1, and Győr and DVT, that's a 7:30 kickoff. Apologies for butchering the names there. Just see if there's any more Welsh. Oh, we had some Dutch Tweede Division. ACV Assen 3, Regensburgs 3, Barendrecht 2, De Treffers 2, GVVV 1, Excelsior 1, Hardenberg 2, Volendam 1, Semele Gravels 1, Sparta Rotterdam 3, Kazakhstan Boys 1, Spakenburg 2, Quick Boys 2, Hoek 0, AFC 1, HFC 2, Young Almere City 3, Kachvik 0. Blimey, that's as bad as reading out my Polish results. And apart from that, I think we're golden, as they say. Just double check the... Just have a double check that there's no Welsh that I'm missing. I've got a feeling I've got the Welsh Premier League. Or have we already done that? Looks like we've already done it. So that's all we've got time for today. So, on that note, I will say thank you to Frankie James, as always, for joining me in live chat. Thank you to Hun222. Getting me all them likes. Don't know how you've done it. Appreciate it. Thanks for being a watcher, a subscriber, and a supporter. Really do appreciate it. Also, in live chat was most popular. Thanks for joining me in there, mate. Appreciate it. I can't do the cricket tomorrow morning. I just don't have enough hours in the day to do what I'm doing, and I've got to catch up on sleep. I've not had a lot during the week because work's kept me busy. The markets are crazy. Quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell if you can give us a thumbs up. That'd be fantastic. Once the platform's big enough, we will get the rights to stream the Polish Premier League live. We need a bigger platform. That's all I can say. And on that note, the next time I'm going to be streaming live, I think it's going to be Monday, 6 o'clock. Wisła Kraków away at Pucha in the Polish Betclic 1. We'll also try and get a pre-match build-up video done, but work is keeping me busy. If not, apologies. So I will try and do one though. If not, join me live at 6 o'clock on Monday. We need 3 points. The mighty Wisła Kraków. Wisła Jazda. Whenever I speak Jazda in Polish, it means let's go. And for some reason, it thinks I'm saying driving. I'm not saying driving. Trying to cheer Wisła on. So yeah, thanks for joining me today. All that's left for me to say is enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. I'm trying to think. There's nothing I've missed, is there? No, it'll come to me when I'm in the hot tub in a bit. Apologies. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I'll see you on Monday. I am Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live First. We'll see you soon.